Hi everyone. One of the questions we've been asked about lately is how do I select the right connector for my weighing application? There's a few things you need to consider to know which connector is going to be right for your weighing application, such as if you're using a loss and weight feeder, you have a high scale sensitivity, or if you need to breathe air into or out of the process, or if you're weighing under pressure or vacuum. For most weighing applications that have a low sensitivity, so scales above around 500 grams of accuracy, C-Flex 04OE is a material that you can use for these. It won't transfer too many vibrations into the system, and when you have those lower accuracy scales, this material is perfect. It won't affect your final readings significantly. If you have a higher sensitivity scale, you might want to consider something like O2OE, and these are good down to around 50 grams of accuracy. With a material like this, it's thinner, so it's going to transfer less vibrations into your equipment, and what that means is that it's not going to affect the scales as adversely as, say, a thicker O4OE connector would. If you're going to an even finer scale than that, and you're using something like a loss and weight feeder, then a weighing bellow connector is going to be the one for you. What the weighing bellows does is the asymmetrical cone shape means that any kind of vibrations in the upper or lower equipment of that loss and weight feeder aren't transferred into the scale, so you don't have inconsistent readings as a result of those vibrations. It also means, due to the tapered shape, that your product falls through safely so that it all ends up in the feeder and scale where it needs to be. If you need to breathe air into or out of your process as well, or you have a sensitive scale, you can also consider using a fabric connector. Something like an LM3 or an LM4 is going to allow air into and out of the process, and because it's a fabric and it's relatively thin, it doesn't transfer those vibrations very easily into the scales either, so you get a very accurate weighing reading by using fabric connectors as well. In some instances, you might have a large offset in your weighing application, and for those large offset kind of applications, you might want to consider something like a Flexi Lite, where you're going to have a wire support inside the connector, and what that's going to do is it's going to hold it nice and open even over that large offset. You still get the benefits of having a thinner material like the O2OE, but because of that spiral coil in the middle, it's going to support it, keep it open, and allow you to have that big offset without the connector collapsing. If you're using vacuum transport around your weighing equipment, things like a weighing bellows aren't going to be appropriate for that application. That's because when you get vacuum or pressure on these, it can collapse the shape and you no longer get the same effect of that vibration reduction. And the same goes for pressure. You stiffen the connector and so you don't get the benefits. You can still use an O2OE in those applications, but you might want to consider using a ring on those vacuum and pressure transport applications when you're doing weighing, because otherwise this material is adversely affected. You will get more vibration transfer as a result of the connector stiffening quite a lot. You can also use an O4OE with rings like this one here, and because the O4OE is a little bit of a thicker material, it won't collapse in as much, so you're still going to get all your product flowing and you're not going to have those product catch up or hang up points that you might have using a thinner material with vacuum transport. Thanks for watching everyone, and if you have any further technical questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.